So today is the final day of the bond. We have just under 11 hours left. As you can see, the first person got Necromancy to level 99. So yeah, that happened. Yesterday though, we actually started our Necromancy journey. We got somewhere in the mid 40s. So today is when we can either start training it, but also we can start seeing how if we were to deposit that. So the cash patch is what we've already made. So we did 2 pure essence, but also we have got something like 15k necroplasm. Now the necroplasm's gone down, and it's gone down quite a bit. So I was going to get to level 60 and then change that into greater necroplasm. I might sell that now, and then hopefully it's a cheaper price later on, and I can just buy it back, and then we'll go from there. So the first set of impure essence, we actually managed to sell just under 15k, so that is 30 mil. Now again, this all came yesterday. This is 1 day of gameplay, so that is 30 mil cash. And the second set we did is just under 12k, so that's 23 mil. Now we've covered a bond there, and one thing I need to do, I'm just going to put these into the Grand Exchange, is decide what we're going to do with the Greater Necroplasm. But I am going to go and try a little bit of combat first. We're going to go and try and do Banshees, because it's in the day, and it might not be as crowded as what it normally is. So while that's the situation, we're going to go and try and see how we find that. And then we'll do our dailies. Dailies are pretty nice, to be fair. Crafting, prayer, Fletcher. And I think, yeah, we've got quite a few keys, because we did the rune crafting quest, we did the smithing quest, and I think we also got a key for like gameplay or something. So we didn't do too bad yesterday. And with the extra total levels from Necromancy, we actually cracked 1400 total. So depending on how today goes, we might even get somewhere close to 1450. Now, level 60 is the level you need to really like make the next jump in terms of Necromancy profit and make Greater Essence. The Greater Essence, or Greater Necroplasm, sorry, is currently selling for 16k. So if we can get to that, it could be our last big swing of massive profits. However, to do that, we have to do combat, because combat is just so much faster than rituals now. So one of the best things to do is undead creatures. And because we've got a new account, we haven't got a salve. All we've got is like the basic equipment, which we're going to see how we get on. With Banshees, although we've only done step 1 and we've already failed because we forgot to bring the ectoplasm for our familiar. Now what I'm hoping to get by killing these though is the Ghost Hunter. The Ghost Hunter is a really like useful piece of equipment at the minute, and because of how effective it is on ghosts or like paranormal stuff, which is what Necromancy you're basically trying to target because it's where you do the most damage. It will give you a buff in both XP and accuracy as well. So the one thing I did forget is our ectoplasm. But yeah, we have easily crossed over 100 mil made in pure profit yesterday, which is unbelievable really. Is that doing something on release and training it to a point has made us so much profit. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to like have a full day, just not so much a full day. Let's just see what we can do in terms of combat. It might come to the point like we'll do a trip here. I'll go and get my necroplasm. We sell it on the GE, and then I'm not going to lose more money on it, and it can only get cheaper, which means we can only make more profit when we decide to do greater necroplasm. But we've still got some more selling up to do before tonight. Tonight will be when we finally like sell up and have a figure. Right, so we are going to pray. So yeah, on Banshees, I did Banshees to level 60 on the main account. Now I did do it in a personal slave dungeon, and I just basically AFK'd. We don't really have that luxury here. We're gonna have to like sort of watch what we're doing. We're gonna have to like be interactive, keep an eye on what we're attacking, because we will get piled, and we will get piled quick. But we're seeming to be like taking care of these without much drama, to be fair. And once we get the level 50 upgrade as well, that'll be even better. I can't remember what we need to do for it, but I don't think it's anything too troublesome. But yeah, these are dying quick. So what I'm gonna do then, I've got 4 levels to level 50, so I'm just going to sit and get level 50 on this account. We'll come back then. We'll decide what we're doing in terms of the necroplasm. We might go and do our daily challenges then, so we just take a ticket ticked off and we do our spins. Because it's Mid Mysteria, it changes every couple of hours. It's quite a good one at the minute. It's like loot jewels, or basically you get to pick 1 out of 2 chests on what you have. So it gives it a chance to be a bit more specific on picking multiplier chests more than anything. So that probably took, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes. For 3 levels, and that is level 50. So we're going to leave now because we need to upgrade the weapons anyway. I'm going to go and get my necroplasm and then throw that on the Grand Exchange, get it sold. And then we can actually see what profit we made, even though we would have took a hit from not selling it yesterday. But with that sort of time frame, it's going to take us a little while, especially with Banshees, to get level 60. So we unlocked some new abilities. The next set of Death Guard, 40% critical damage. We will kill them quicker. But with how competitive the world is starting to get, I'm just thinking now's the best time to like move on. So I must have already looted it. So if we go to Varrock, and then we're going to do our daily challenges as well and get that out of the way. We also have 7 penguin points, which we might go and cash in and throw on the old smithing skill. Depends how we do with our spins, because smithing, we might actually be able to claw, maybe not level 70, but we can definitely get it there. But no, 50 necromancy, very happy with that, very, very happy. I might also as well spend a little bit of money, kit us out with a little bit of an upgrade as well. Not so much we can do much about the tops and stuff, because there's no real point, but even if we buy some things to help out with the DPS and stuff. Some good news, ran out potions have gone. The U-frames have mainly gone till bars have finally gone. So in terms of what's left in the bank, once I bank that, we don't really have too much left to shift. Right, so if we take our necroplasm. Now I could end up regretting this because it could go up, but I don't think it would, because it's available to free to play as well. Okay, so it did go up a little bit. That's good. 3100. Which is a nice 31.9 mil. So all our necroplasm has sold. 109 mil we made yesterday just from doing very early game necromancy. All done. Right, bank them. Right. Oh no, I need to cash them in. So we did V2 quests in the city of last night, which is why we've got some extra spins. So we've got 8 spins to go out this morning. Take the lamp, adamant chest. We'll take the stars, treasure hunter. We'll take the memories, smoldering lamp. Take the small lamp, experience chest, treasure hunter chest, experience chest. So we're going to put all the XP onto smithing, and then we're going to use all the lamps on smithing. 67 smithing. All the space dust gives more XP on lower level skills, but you're just not going to get your values worth, so we're going to throw it in smithing anyway. The meteorite is going to go into smithing, which then means we have a nice 100k bonus XP to whack on our smoldering lamps. So 11k off. Now we do have oddments, and we will use our oddment. And there we go. There is our smithing level. 68 smithing, very nice. It's not the 80 we were hoping for during bonus XP weekend, but with the proteins we've got in the bank, we could definitely cross off. 70. So we're going to buy some more extreme necromancy potions. And some more restores as well. And then I'm going to go and camp at Banshees for the rest of the day. Before they get busy anyway. We'll go back to Canithus. And yeah, we'll get cracking. Actually, no, we need to go and upgrade our weapon. That's why we've come here. That's why we left. So, City of So, let's see what tier 50 is going to be. Oh yeah, it's demons. Right, this will be fun. Right, let's go and do the demons. That'll be some XP anyway. Now, I did leather demons on the main, and this could be quite a bad idea. But we've got food. We can bank. Yeah, I'll get these done. I'll think about what we're going to do for Slayer, and then I'll come back. We got to look at level 68 smithing, but quest unlock, love stories, heroes welcome, and some orichalcum smithing stuff. On my list for the equipment upgrade to get to the level 50 weapon and offhand, I had to go and kill 75 demons. Now we've done this, we went to go and kill leather demons. It took a couple of trips, but we definitely got there. One thing I noticed though is once my conjure was rank 1 on my ability bar, it wouldn't use abilities. So for a while, I was just auto-casting like the basic necromancy thing, no abilities at all. Ever since I pushed it back, the XP's gone up, so I don't know if it's a bug or I don't know if it's an issue, it just didn't do it. So definitely something to keep an eye out on. So I've done 75 souls from leather demons, and that's ticked that off. The other problem we had though is flippers. So for level 50 on the equipment range, you need to get some necromancy flippers, which is just killing a morgue with necromancy. However, I had a problem. I wasn't level 32 Slayer. So what I've done, I've cashed in my penguin points, pop that on there, and then I've also done a couple of Slayer tasks, and I now have the level. So we've unlocked the Slug Menace, Legacy Sergeys, but more important, we've unlocked Morgues, which now means we can go and get the level 50 weapon and offhand. So it turns out, I think you need to do the quest, Kenneth's Concern, which I can tell you now I'm not doing. So we'll soldier through with level 40 equipment. Now, when I was doing Slayer, I actually got given a task of Minotaurs. Now, Minotaurs was something I used to train on when I first started the game in the Barbarian Dungeon. And they weren't actually that bad XP, and it was something I could AFK without getting absolutely slapped up. One thing I've noticed is obviously the gear I'm using is absolutely not optimal. It's level 20, but I'm getting like hit hard. Whereas when I was doing Minotaurs, it was something like I could AFK without problem, and I was getting decent XP. So I think that's where we're going to go for the rest of it. It's not optimal, it's not efficient. However, with the account build I've got and with the time I've got left on this bond, it's something I can do to probably scrape 60 Necromancy for today. We've done 3 levels already. Oh, we can conjure 2 things. I didn't know that. So yeah, we're going to go back to Minotaurs for a bit, and then that way I can AFK with aggression potions and like greater Necromancy potions. It's not a lot of XP to level 60, so I'm hoping we can get away with it here. I'm only going for 60 because then I can start making the greater sets of stuff. And if you didn't know, Minotaurs have had an update, and how much better do they look than what they used to be? Actually really cool. However, I'm just going to sit and slaughter them all. So, aggression potion, extreme necromancy, and summon my skeleton, and sit back and relax. So I'll come back with some levels later on, but that's pretty much what we're going to be doing for the time being. So we have finally hit it, level 60 necromancy. I'm going to finish this overload dose, and then, well, not overload dose, aggression dose. And then we'll go and see what we can do with the account then. But yeah, Minotaurs have been alright, you know. They've kind of suited the lower level. They've not really hit me. Not really caused me much grief, and I've been able to like just full on AFK. Yeah, 60 necromancy, really nice. 1456 total level. So we finished that. But level 60 is a massive set of upgrades. The second ritual site goes to tier 2, which means we can do some more rituals, and we also have access to the Greater Ghostly Ink, the Greater Necroplasm, and all that sort of stuff as well. So we can upgrade and we can change our Necroplasm into a greater one. So that's what I think we might do now, is just see like what we're like in terms of profit for that, if that is profit at all. Right, so our combat side is all done now, which means we can sell all our potions. We sell all our stuff as well. Now that everything is all sold, we can start looking at like selling some stuff on, just so we're left with like our bare basics like we like to towards the end of every bond. Now the only things which might remain in the bank are the magic stuff, are the planks and frames, because we will be doing this again. The account will be coming back. So if our necroplasm hasn't bought, which is a little bit disappointing, but you know, we were putting it in for a silly price. Let's have a look. Let's see this get more expensive than what we sold it at. It is more expensive than what we sold it at. Wonderful. We only have a few hours left of the bond as well. So what I might do, so from Necromancy we made 110 mil. Ran our potions they've sold, silver bars they've sold, and the U-frames which we did waiting for Necromancy have also sold. That's another 29 mil into the bank. So if we throw that on top of the cash we've already got, we're at currently 455 mil. Now the Necronium bars, we're not going to get a chance to do them, so we can sell them. We've also got the compost we need to sell, and we also got to do another set of compost. So let's start selling all this stuff. The one thing I do like though about doing it this way is that every time we start a new season as such of the attempt to get premium membership without like paying for membership, is we start fresh, and it doesn't mean that we're sort of linked into doing what we did previously. Now admittedly with the frames we will, but because I bought them for such a low price, I don't think I really want to sell them. That reminds me as well, we need to go and get the Necronium from, not the Necronium, the Orichalcum from our furnace. So we've just finished the 1000 Ultra Compost. Now that really is a slog, and I don't like doing it, but it's such good money. So in terms of a price, that is 6.8 mil. Throw that in, we have just under 4k of the Super Compost. I'm going to throw in our last Infernus Pyroclast as well. So when we do return on the next month for the bond, or the next 2 weeks of the bond, we'll have a set of Ultra Compost ready to go from the off. Now really, that takes 28 hours to do. if you were to time that correctly, I think you could cover 80% of a bond a month just by doing ultra compost. It's that good profit, and even if you were to do it 7 times, you're going to make, so let's say that was 6 mil, you're going to make 42 mil just from compost, and you'll definitely be able to do it more than 7 times. But yeah, that's another thing ticked off our list. Feathers we can get rid of, vials we can get rid of, those bones from Morningstar I will bury. Frames we can put over here. Flow was the pet this time for this season. The ectoplasmator as well, we can interact with that, and that's going to give us some supplies. But yeah, in terms of a bank, that's pretty good to be fair. I'm going to put the compost in the GE and get that sold. The badass mall's going to have to go, but we'll wield it on the way there. And the only thing really left is our dart. So we're going to go and sell the compost in the mall. So we're going to go sell the compost in the mall, and then after that we're going to go and do Catfight King. Next time it will definitely be the next dart we get, but we've just not been able to get the Frozen Key because we've been busy with Necromancy. I think with the amount of money we made from Necromancy yesterday, that is perfectly acceptable, as opposed to just 1 key at next. The Necronium bars are going as well, so we're not too far away from being all sold up, and looking at that cash stack, we've not done too bad this time either. Once the bond had been purchased last time, we were left with a cash stack of 120 mil. I think we've made a little bit more than that this time. Now, I'd like to pose a disclaimer as well. We've obviously played more, and we've also done a lot more with the account. So we've got the incense sticks and the bars selling, which is nice. Compost, 27 mil. Yeah, that works for us. The mall, see what price that goes for. It won't, right, okay. 27 mil, we are so close. Actually, you know what? There we go. 510 mil, beautiful. Let's go and take this dart. We can get rid of that, and get rid of that. And as well, I know like on average we've only made like a little bit more than we did based off the premiere week we did. But this time we have come with a lot more levels. The account's way more rounded out now. And in terms of going forward, we're in a much better place. And I would say as well, like, there's still a couple hours left on this account. We can go and do some Necroplasm and probably throw another 30 mil. We could touch 550. I'm going to treat myself to a Varrock tab as well. Now, we all know we're going to go and get some sharks. Again, we've not done Varrock tabs, which is definitely something we need to look at. 12k a pop, telly tablets. I'm not going to pay another 12k now. All I was saying is teleport tabs is another one we need to seriously look into because it'd be a nice AFK process. And 12k for a Varrock tab is just disgusting. But in terms of like this overall account, I'm going to do a wrap up after the Catfight King stuff. We'll go and check our game time played, which will be interesting because like I said, we've played a lot more than what we did in the previous week. So running past the Ancient Pyramid, maybe that's something for a future bond. And also Menethos in the foreground as well. Again, that's things we'll have to start looking at for the next season. Season 2, I think, has been a great success though. We've not done like as much fancy stuff as what we did in Season 1. We've sort of narrowed down to a few methods. But I don't think you can complain at like what we've done money-wise or total level-wise. Right, so just get rid of auto. Catfight King. Dart equipped. Throw the dart. Sorry, we tried to get a quick screenshot. Ah, we got coins. I think I'd rather have sharks. We didn't even get charms either. God, that's a rip. Okay, at least we've done it. I mean, we got that Death Touch dart just by doing like our dailies all the time, which you know as with dailies, we always do it. But yeah, what a rip. What a rip. I'm going to go to Lumbridge now. And I suppose we can do our final sort of account evaluation. We might go and do some Necromancy in a bit, but it really won't be too much. I need to focus on the main account again. So we're going to go and find Big Old Hands. I don't know, actually. Any day under 7 days would be good. Wow. Okay. 4 days, 18 hours. So I think total, if I was to get my calculator up now, let's just call it 4 days and 19 hours. So that's 115 hours we've played on this account. And even if we were to add like our previous bond on as well, which was 60 mil, so we're about 515 hours for 580 mil-ish, which I don't think's that bad from like a standard start. I'm pretty proud of that. And in terms of this season as such. Some of the big highlights we've done, A6 construction, how we've ended up there is only just due to frames. The XP is really good. And really, it's part of the reason we've made so much money. Frames and doing that was a big shout. And doing that first big quest on the account really did help. 80 divination, again, bonus XP weekend. Proteins, stuff like that was just massive for that. But now that's unlocked, crafting's unlocked. On the next season, smithing will be finished, and then we've finally got access to invention, which will transform this account in general. ED3 for the combats was just another level. I didn't think it'd be that quick. Obviously, you know that people like build accounts within 2 weeks and get them doing all forms of like ulting and stuff like that. But once I did it, then I realised why it was so good. We've got 73 fletching, so now we can do Onyx bolts. We unlocked another moneymaker. Necromancy is now level 60. We've done it on release. We made quite a bit of money. We made 120 mil on the first day. Really glad for that's now on level 60. We're going to do a little bit of the greater stuff now, but really good there. And we've sort of dabbled a little bit in dungeoneering and archaeology and unlocked some other skills. So Season 2, considering how worried I was in the first day or two when Herblore just hit the floor, couldn't have gone much better. It really couldn't. We've got the money I wanted, but we've also got the account I wanted. I didn't think we'd be near 1,500 total. No way. I thought we'd be lucky to get 1,000. And I didn't even think we'd hit 500 mil. I thought if we got to 300 mil, or at least like emulated what we made in the first season. Because the first season we got lucky. Like the Herblore market is never like that, and we got lucky to make that much money. So I needed just to do the same, if not better, and we managed to blow it out of the water. So, but that's pretty much going to be the end of this season. How did you think I did? Did you enjoy it? Let me know feedbacks for the next season. I'm going to start recording the next season now to give me a buffer to be able to like be ahead of myself. So the one thing I've got against myself for this season is it wasn't as consistent. The previous season did so well because one episode was after another. Apart from Market Watch, we were consistent for 7 days and 7 episodes. This season's been a bit more hit and miss because I wanted to keep the length of the videos because you guys really enjoyed it, but I wasn't prepped enough for it. So it was pretty much like the day of I'm making the day before's video, and that wasn't good enough. It was a lot of long hours, which I didn't need to be doing. So anyway, that is the end of this season. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you've enjoyed. Let me know what you've not enjoyed. The winner of the name change is going to be pinned in this comment. Make sure to add me on Meat272, the big account, and I'll make sure to give you either your bond or your 50 mil, whichever one you prefer. And yeah, Season 3 will be coming very soon. We're going to take a little bit of a break because of all the Necromancy stuff and Road to Max stuff and all the other stuff we need to catch up on. We'll be back very soon. And I don't want to sort of throw it out there, but I think we could be starting to stock up on some bonds in the next season, ready for our big membership. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, thank you all for the support. The support on the channel for the past, this year has been mental, and I can't thank you enough. And I'll see you guys very soon for Season 3.